everybody. Today I want to come to you with a little demo a little recipe that I love making in my home. I make these quite regularly because they are absolutely delicious, and they are my savoury muffins. Have you guys had savoury muffins before? When I usually go to like the cafes and stuff, I do like to try the savoury muffins, but often I find them a bit floury, so I make them a little bit top heavy with ingredients. So today I've got a few different ingredients. I've got some onion, garlic, red capsicum, carrot, zucchini, I've got my spinach, and I've got feta cheese. So to start with, just before I get into this, I'm just going to quickly tell you a little bit about this product here. And this is my Extra Chef. I've got a couple of these in my cupboard because I absolutely adore this product. I use it all the time, whether it be chopping my vegetables, making breadcrumbs, whipping cream. There is so much you can do with it that is just endless. It's pretty much like your big mix that you usually have, that you have to get out of the cupboard and set up on the bench and plug it in. This one literally lives dishwasher to bench in my house pretty much. It's power free, so you've got a pull cord, which is what spins the blades, and that will chop all your veggies. It does come with a whipper stick as well. I don't have that out today to show you, but if you do want me to come make you like a chocolate self-saucing pudding in the pressure cooker with some whipped cream, I can definitely show you how this whips cream super quick. But anyway, there's lots of features and benefits with this. We've got our 3-blade system, which is very sharp. Be very careful. And then our base. Our base is super easy to clean. I literally just put this in the dishwasher. There's a little nub on the bottom here, which is what keeps your blade in place. If over time, let's say a few years after you purchase it, that does break somehow. I broke mine once when I was making ice cream in this. This makes amazing ice cream. But when that did happen, I let Tupperware know, and their warranty system replaced this for me free of charge. So when you are purchasing Tupperware, you're pretty much purchasing a product with insurance. It's amazing. If you were to purchase this yourself, you will find that this little rubber ring comes inside of it. So be aware of that, because the first time I got mine, I couldn't figure out where it went. I was like, where does this thing go? And I tried putting it on the lid, and then I found out it went on the bottom. That's your non-slip. So nice and stuck to our bench. These come apart, so our splashback. So I'll just pop our little blade in here. Now splashback, put that on there. And then we've got our top. So our top, I can get the back of a teaspoon. I can just get in here. And there is a little gap that you can just pop in there, twist it, and that will pull the tube apart. So if you've got one of these at home, whether it be your Extra Chef, which is the largest, or the smallest, which is our Turbo Chef, make sure you do pull these apart, because this bit doesn't actually need to go into the dishwasher. This will, because it's a bit that will get a bit mucky, but this only gets touched by your hand. If, however, this does get wet, you can pull out this cord, twist it around, and tuck it back in where it came from, and that will dry your cord, because you don't want that curled up wet all the time, because it will end up getting a bit smelly and yucky. And then to put this back together, just find the gaps. So you've got one gap there and the gap there, which is how we opened it. Line them up like so, and it'll clip that together very easily. So I'm going to show you how this bad boy works. First, I'm going to put a couple of cloves of garlic in it. Although this is a really large size, 1.35 litres, it can chop something as simple as a couple of cloves of garlic. So I'll quickly show you that, just so you can see how quick and easy it is. Just pop your garlic in, and it's diced. Beautiful. Now, no more tears for me, because I'm going to pop my onion in here instead of chopping it with a knife, and put the cover on, so no crying today. And 5 pulls is like 288 cuts with a knife. So watch this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the faster you pull it, the faster the blade will rotate, and you'll get quite a good cut. So I love this size because it will chop your onions beautifully. I'm just going to give that a couple more pulls, and I think that will be absolutely perfect. Done. Easy peasy. So now I do like doing this in portions, just because I like different things cut a little bit different. So my onion and garlic I like a little bit more chunky in my muffins. So I'm just going to use my beautiful spatula and pop that into my blue that's a bowl that I have here today. Once I have done all my fruit, all my vegetables in here, what I'll be doing is I'll be adding some flour, egg and milk and mixing that in, and then popping it into the beautiful tart cakes. Now, if you haven't seen our silicone before, I adore the silicone. The silicone is 100% pure silicone, so if you do give it the pinch test, it doesn't go white along the edges. Now, this will also be non-stick forever. Don't ever grease it, don't ever spray it or anything like that, because it has little pores, and while you're cooking it will open the pores, sucking the fats out of your food, and then as it cools, once you've taken it out of the oven, it will push the fats back out, making it completely non-stick every time. But you guys will see that a little bit later in another video. So what's next? I actually want to show you guys a carrot. I'm going to put this whole carrot in there. This is pretty fantastic. This blows a lot of people's mind because it is a whole carrot. Don't cut it into lots of little pieces to put in, because if you've got lots of little pieces at the bottom, it's actually a lot harder to pull. So when it's standing up, pull it quite quick. So hand on top, nice and sturdy. That was 8 pulls, and check it out, my carrot's gone. So I'm just going to quickly pop these in. That should be fine. I just need to use a little bit more muscle. Not really, I don't have muscles, but we can pretend. There we go, 14 pulls. Bit of a strange number, but it has done the trick, and I have beautifully diced up carrot. Now this is something you can hide in things like your meatloaves, like, you know, you can, if your children don't like veggies, definitely just pop it through your extra chef, blitz it into little pieces, and you know, your kids are going to be super healthy in no time. So things like mushroom, if you've got that person that doesn't like mushroom, my children don't really like onions, so often if I'm feeding them, the onion has to be cut up small, and bits and pieces like that. So what's next? I'm going to pop my zucchini in, and I think I'll just pop in my catskin at the same time, because these are all nice vegetables, so they're going to be super easy to chop up. Here's another 14 pulls. 14 is my number of the day, obviously, because check it out. Perfect. So I'm just going to quickly talk a little bit about this product for you guys, just for a little bit of info, because this is one of the reasons I did join Tupperware, because I had a party in need of these desperately, because these are our Vent Smarts. You can put all your fruit and vegetables in it, and it will keep anything fresh 2 to 3 times longer. So this is my beautiful spinach that I've just filled up. This is only a couple of days old, I think, now, so it looks amazing, but this will still look exactly like this in a week's time. Like, I've had spinach last 18 days once in here, and it was because I do often put a paper towel, so sometimes I'll put a paper towel on top, especially if I'm going away. So I am going to be going away in a couple of weeks for Jubilee with Tupperware, and I will paper towel any spinach or lettuce I have, knowing that when I get home it'll be as fresh as the day I left. So all your fruit and vegetables breathe. They breathe out ethylene, and ethylene causes moisture. So you might see a little bit of moisture on our top here. Everything breathes differently. Spinach is a heavy breather, so it needs an open vent, and that will just allow the gases out and enough oxygen in to keep this fresh. Same with the broccoli, whereas you've got things like your carrots and zucchini, I generally keep them together in one of my other Vent Smarts, and they are a light breather, so you close the vent on that. So if they breathe together, they can live together. So this is definitely a product that you might want to get into your house. I might just add a little bit of that. There we go. Get my blade back in with my spinach. Chop up some spinach. I do love my spinach very much. I have it with eggs and everything. I'm going to push a pile of spinach in here. And to join my spinach, I'm actually going to add some feta cheese as well. So my feta cheese is being kept in the Clearmate. This is the friend for the fridge. So this has a double wall seal, so I'll just open this up to show you. So it's got a double wall seal, which makes it completely airtight and liquid tight. So there is a bit of liquid in here with my feta. This container here is great for things like your ham. So if you go to the shop and buy ham, you know, when you buy it from the deli, they usually put it in those horrible plastic bags. Don't do that anymore. Just take this with you. That'll save the plastic. And they'll fill it up for you. You can take it home and it will last 2 to 3 times longer than what you would usually eat it. So if you will eat your ham usually for 3 days, times that by 2, 6 days. So your ham will be perfectly safe for 6 days. Feta can last quite a long time. I think usually I'll go for 10 days. So in here, 20 days. Also things like grated carrot. Grated carrot can last 2 weeks. Half an avocado. Actually, I do have one in my fridge, which I could show you guys. It's been in here for a couple of days. So I think this one's been in here 2 days now. And my avocado still looks amazing after 2 days. So I know that it can last 4 days pretty much, and it won't be brown at all. So it's probably been 2.5 days in there. So delicious. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my feta in here, pull the cord a few more times, whip up my muffins. You guys don't need to see all of this. I'm a bit of a messy cook. But what I will do is I'll show you what it looks like at the end. So if you guys have any questions on any of the products I've shown you here today, I'm more than happy to come and cook for you in your home. And you can have some friends around, or if you just want like a little one-on-one time with me, that's okay too. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will catch up with you guys again soon. See you.